"What, is that even possible?" Grandma and Grandpa asked in shock. "You just come to my house on Monday," Annabelle demanded. Annabelle got a rope, made wings out of fake feathers, and food for the pig. When it was Monday, Annabelle climbed the roof and fed the pig and tied the rope around the 5-pound baby pig. When she finally put the wings on the pig, she was ready to make the pig fly. She dropped the pig down, 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 until the pig was up to the door. The pig rang the doorbell with his snout. When Annabelle's mother opened the door, she screamed, "Ah, pig is flying!" "Wow, we are going to have to buy Annabelle a Nano X5 walkie-talkie," Annabelle's father demanded. Yes, Annabelle whispered. The next day, she wanted a puppy. Her parents said, "When Hannah Montana comes through the door." We all know how that worked out. Mission 102. I'll never get a break from this spy business. This all started at the comic book store where the museum found the great voodoo. There have been stories of this ancient burping powers. I, Agent 76, would know because I was there for the revealing. But when the curtains opened, it wasn't there. Everyone depended on me, so I searched, and finally I found an orange hair. The minute I saw it, I knew it was Zeebo the Clown. Who knows what he'll do with it? Last time he stole something with this kind of power, he tried taking over the world. My goodness. I, Agent 76, tracked down Zeebo. It turns out he was hiding in underground tunnels. The only problem is I had to get through sharks with laser beams on their heads. Yet I knew how to get away. Since I enjoy looking at myself, I had a mirror. I used it to reflect the beams from hitting me. I finally found Zeebo before he tried to kill us all. So it was me and him, face to face, mano a mano. Zeebo's choice of weaponry, his very own tank. Why do the bad guys always get the good stuff? I was stuck with a simple sword. I dodged as much as I could, but it wasn't good enough. He shot at my sword to try to make it fly out of my hands, which it did. I thought I was going to die. Then right before Zeebo was about to kill me, we heard some music. As it got louder, we saw shadows. It turned out to be the Blueprint crew. While Zeebo was distracted, I got the great voodoo. I safely returned it to the museum, but there is one thing to remember. Never become a spy. Live a normal life. One sunny day, Cassidy was going to the farm with her family. The family thought everything would go very good. But they were wrong. The mean troll didn't want them to go to the farm. He did a magic spell for a pond to be in the middle of the road. The pond had magic dust to make the car fly. When the car came to the pond, it flew up in the sky. Cassidy wondered, how are we going to get down? Then a magical cloud appeared and did magic to get them down. The mean troll saw the car get down and really got mad. He decided to do something bad. He got something sharp and popped a tire. Cassidy and her family were lucky because they met a fairy. The fairy did a new tire with her wand. The troll finally thought the family was too smart. He would have to let them go to the farm and be nice. Cassidy invited the troll to have some fun on the farm. They lived happily ever after. A new beginning. My name is JJ, and I was once monkey-napped. and sold in the black market. When I got to a house, I felt sick and wanted to sleep. It might have been because of the moving in the cage. I stayed with these weird people for a while, then they took me to a second forest. I made new friends and had everything I needed, like food and water. I stayed with the nice people for a long time because they taught me to eat. The people also taught me new skills, so I'll live a long time. I stayed with these people for a year, and then they took me to the forest. I liked it there. I felt free except for those people staring at me. I got used to the forest, then the people staring at me didn't come anymore. I'm very happy they didn't, but sad that they left because the people helped me out a lot. From the perspective of a cat, missing. Name is Moonlight, gender male, Russian, breed is Russian blue, and he's 1 year old. My owner came home while she was mad. I thought that she was mad at me because I might have done something wrong. I ran away from the home that night and planned to live somewhere else. When I ran away from home, I was crying. Of course, cats don't really cry. We're just too cool. I didn't really want to run away from home, but I had to. I ran at night and slept in the day. I decided to watch my owner on what she does. I saw her put posters everywhere, so I knew she still loved me, and I went home as fast as my little legs could carry me. "Moonlight, where have you been? I've been looking for you," she cried when she saw me the next day. I wanted to tell her everything, but cats can't talk. I just sat on her lap, listened to music, and purred. I fell asleep, and I knew that I would never run away again. The Sports Girls. There was a girl named Annie. She loved to play basketball. She was shy and tried her best every year to join the team. Then there were two girls who loved different sports but loved each other. One was Kira and the other was Tira. Kira was into baseball and Tira was into croquet. Finally, there were two best friends named Leslie and Diamond. Leslie liked soccer and Diamond liked tennis. All of them were shy. It wasn't their fault they didn't join teams. It was just the teammates who just said no, no, no. So all of them saw into each other. They realized there were many people with the same problem. One day they all met up at Annie's house. Then they told each other their problems. They won't let us join the basketball team because I am a girl. They sat the whole recess talking. They all became great friends that day, so they made a sports group for the people who were rejected. They taught each other how to play a sport every day and went biking together on some days. More and more people joined throughout the year. It became a club called Rejected. The club was very popular and free. They stayed friends and went to the same middle school. Their little sisters and brothers kept the club going, so they were friends for life and kept active. My family. My mom is in my family. My mom makes a lot of food. Her name is Renee. My mom has short hair, and she is the best mom. My dad is in my family. He works really hard. He has black hair. He is the best dad. My brother is in my family. He is very, very cute. He got bumped on his head. I am in my family. I am working hard at school. I love to dance. I like my teacher, and her name is Mrs. Ho. My family is the best family I ever had. Lucky is missing. Once there was a puppy named Lucky, and her owners loved her very much. But one day Lucky got lost, and her owners couldn't find her. Her owner's daughter cried because she missed Lucky so much. Lucky visited many places that puppies never went. Some of those places her owners were even at that day, but didn't see her. She went to the library, school, post office, and the doctor's office. Her owners never saw her because they were busy. One day, the puppy went to the police office. They looked at her tag and called her owners. They were in such a hurry they forgot their jackets but didn't care. Even the door was left open. They were so happy to see Lucky again because they missed her so much. Lucky was exhausted, so as soon as she got home, she flopped down on her bed and went to sleep. She never ever got lost again. She didn't even think about it. The Last Bunny's Rainbow. There once was a bunny who was lost. A rainbow followed the bunny. The bunny calls his friends for help. The bunny got home. The Golden Lion Tamarind go on an adventure. Once upon a time in a galaxy far, 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 far away, well, maybe only 2 inches away from the moon, there was a town called Raccoonish Monkey City, and a Golden Lion Tamarind named Leon as Kennedy. In Raccoonish Monkey City, Leon wanted to find a fountain called the Fountain of Bananas. So, one day Leon went to find the bananas with his buddy Steve. An hour later, Leon and Steve were lost in the forest, surrounded by bears. Oh my. "We should run," Leon screamed. "Look," Steve pointed up a tree. "We can swing on the vines." Steve swung first, then Leon after that. Leon and Steve found a shelter for the night. The next day, Leon and Steve got out of their shelter and found a banana tree man. "I'm starving," said Steve. They ate their breakfast and headed off again until they took separate ways. Leon and Steve traveled for a long time around every forest, jungle, and land. Finally, Leon and Steve reached the temple. All they needed to do was find a way to open the door.